Hello, beautiful souls. This is Reshma Yeshura, Galactic Queen Mother. I am here with you all today on this wonderful day of summer solstice, June 21st, 2023. We are also here celebrating Litha, the time of Litha, which is June 20th to June 22nd, so yesterday and tomorrow. What is the importance of summer solstice? The importance has to do with our ancient traditions. Our ancient traditions help us connect to nature, help us connect to our truth, our connection to source. Summer solstice was a major event besides, the spring equinox, but it was a major event for the reason of more light coming into the atmosphere, more daylight time, the end of winter, the end of the cold days, more time to play outside. In the ancient days, they lived in candlelit, situations, they were hunting and all of that, doing their own farming and things, right? So they relied heavily on nature and how Mother Earth worked. They needed to know how Mother Earth worked so that they can work with her and survive, eat, sleep, play, and survive, understand the precious commodity of light. It was so important, so they knew their connection to source as well, knowing that they were light, and they had a connection with the stars, the moon, and the sun. So us celebrating and recognizing the importance of summer solstice in our ancient days helps us to connect and understand in this now time the importance of the seasons, the importance of Mother Earth, the sun, the moon, things like that. It's part of our truth. And the ancient traditions need to always be remembered and recognized. And a lot of societies and religions, they would bash it, like people celebrating these seasons, saying that it's like pagan, it's wrong. But the truth is that they celebrated it as well. And it has nothing to do with, going against a religion or a belief. The society controllers and, religious controllers really tried really hard to make people disconnect from nature, Mother Earth, source, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and really just make you forget about the importance of the traditions, the reason behind the traditions, and how it can help you on your own path to enlightenment, to just self-worth, self-knowing, you know, connecting to yourself, to source, you know, however you see source, God, creator in your life. I always like to remind people we are on a planet in the middle of the universe, and everything was created by God. So what is wrong with looking into the stars and the moon and the sun and, you know, talking to them and thanking them? What is wrong with thanking the trees and the animals and, you know, whatever else? You know, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with celebrating this life that's around us? It's all come from one place, and it all is connected. Like my wrong side, my am I doing mirroring? I can't remember. So this, like this, we're all connected. Okay. Everything has a purpose and a meaning. And we shouldn't feel bad about being connected to these things and wanting to celebrate these things. It is what we've done in our previous lives. You know, many of us have had past lives in those ancient times, and we know these ways inside. Inside, we remember these ways, and I just love reminding people about this topic, you know, the ancient traditions. So what are some things that you can do? Well, in the Litha tradition, you connect with goddess Amaterasu. I don't know how to say her name. Amaterasu. It's the fire element as well, and the heart chakra. And it's really, really amazing that it's all those, you know, elements. The sun is fire, right? The heart chakra contains the threefold flame, the masculine and feminine, and source, and what else was I going to say? You know, when we think about our heart, we think about the passion, you know, the passion. So summertime, a lot of people are really happy because school is over. Because it's a time where they get to start taking vacations. Nobody really likes to vacation during, you know, the winter weather or the fall weather, maybe springtime, but summertime, it's a different energy. It's a reignition. I hope I'm saying the right word? Reignition of love and excitement and passion for life. Everything is more fun. Everything's more exciting. It's just, that's what it is. I don't know if I said this earlier, but so in the ancient days, there was more light, right? So they didn't have to they didn't have to run inside as soon as it got dark. Like the cold days and the springtime, it was still a little dark, but and a little cold. You know, in the northern hemisphere, it's a little more colder than the southern. I mean, let's not say that. So like the more northern countries are more colder in springtime as well. So summertime is like truly like the hottest, warmest time for them. like I live in USA, but in like the southern states, and like it's hot, all the time. Even in springtime. Maybe even sometimes in the wintertime it gets a little hot. Um, but they get to stay more hours outside, and isn't that exciting? Just to be, working in your garden, collecting all the things that were grown, and just playing more, and remembering like that playfulness is your inner child getting to really enjoy itself again, the joys um that they miss. And so um something that you can do is journal. Okay, how can you bring more light into your life, into the world, and what tools do you need to make this happen? That's a tip that I have from one of these workbooks I got so long ago. Yeah, so that's something that you can do. You can do whatever tradition you want to do. You can decorate your home. You can light a candle, burn a fire. I have a candle lit right now, but it's sounding like a fire, like the way that the wick is burning. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It's my ambiance for this video. And I'm sorry about my voice. I was burning Palo Santo, and I love Palo Santo, but anything that smokes irritates my throat. I have to really use like sprays more than smoke, but I love the smoke. So yeah, I mean, spending time in the sun, the first day of summer, like my God, that's an amazing experience, right? If you were lucky to do that, good for you. You have tomorrow as well. We are experiencing thunderstorms and rain since yesterday, and it's going to go on tomorrow and the next day, I think. What is going on is I believe it's just a clearing and a blessing. That's how I'm taking it, because it's been rough for a lot of people. The energy has been really, really interesting these past couple of days of transformation. And it's like we're all getting the cool down, relax. I've been going through a lot at home, doing a lot. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'm not really around posting a lot because I'm just doing a lot at home. I got my office back. I'm reorganizing that. I just had a little bit of construction in the home, and I'm going to have more construction later. And it's annoying, and it's time, a lot of time away, from my work, because I have to clean and move furniture and whatever. But it feels good because it's happening like right after the new moon energy. And so I'm getting all this new stuff in the home, and then we're starting the new season, and it's just like I feel blessed, even though I'm tired and I'm busy and I'm not able to really work with my people on the Instagram live, and that kind of stuff. But I wanted to pull some cards for this time. I wanted to see if there was a chakra card that wanted to come up for the collective as we're going through this intense change, this intense weather. And did I pick the right card? I don't think this is. Okay, this is not my chakra cards. This is the meditation card. So whatever pops up, I mean, I picked it up. This is what it is. It's meant to be here. So what does the collective need from this little pack right here that isn't the chakra cards? What is it? What was it that needed to be heard? Someone needs to hear this. When you check your own mind properly, you stop blaming others for your problems. You recognize that your mistaken actions come from your own defiled, deluded mind. That's from Dalai Lama Subten Yeshi. A new leaf is turning for someone watching this video. You will no longer blame others for whatever is going on. We all know that karma is like a real thing. And when we experience karma now, it's faster. So karma in a sense of what you give is what you get. So if your mind is just like, you know, this is this and that is that, and I don't like that, and I don't like this, and like something falls on your foot, you get hurt. And you're like, oh, that's your fault. You know, whoever's around. You made me, whatever. And it's like, no. It was just your bad energy. You know, we've all experienced that. It's very common. You know, people don't realize that when they're getting hurt, you know, or someone's doing something to them, that it's a repercussion, or they're receiving, you know, what they just gave out. And if they don't recognize it, it's going to keep happening, like really, really painfully, until they recognize the behavior and the result. And then they're like, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. I should have been nicer. You know, I should have been more genuine, or I don't know, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying. So what does our secret garden have to say? What little message do we have? They're cute little cards with a little message. Share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. So share your time with everyone that you know. Don't hold back your light. I feel like that's what I'm getting here. Yeah. Your light. Don't hide anymore. Don't hide anymore. Some people are hiding. Like, I really, you know, was like, I don't want to go on, you know, do the internet anymore because I'm just tired of the internet. I really am. I'm tired of the internet. But I said, I have to do this. I need to put my light out there. My light has to be out there for someone to see it. I'm not here doing this for no reason, right? I'm here to be the light for those around. So I have to do my work. I have to speak up, right? So that's what I get from that. Now, I'm gonna move my keyboard. I would like to pull from the Starseed Oracle deck what the collective needs for this new season of summer. What is their action? And oh no, sorry, there's soul whisper and grounded action. So what is the soul? What does the collective soul need? What do we have for the collective soul need? The whisper that they need to hear. They need to hear. They need to hear. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. I've gotten that one a couple of times before, but I'm going to read from the book. And what is the grounded action? Ooh. Activated Earth, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Activated Earth, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Both about Earth. Wow. So they have like, I think that's Stonehenge, right? Well, the original Stonehenge. Or this is an ancient ground. I can't remember what season is it. But everyone goes to this place to see the sun light up. Well, all the ancient grounds, like the sun lines up just perfectly with the building. Okay, let's read. Inner Earth. Okay. You'll survive this. New solutions, new and beginnings. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of the ancient lost lands of such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aryavarta went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city of Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations, resolutions that are in the best interests of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and you have no idea what to do, you are being reassured, that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that the whole new world of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so that you can receive them. So the soul inquiry here is, what can you do to shift your energy or outlook? As we're going through this massive transformation, it is causing a lot of people, like, upsets, changes, makeups, breakups, job changes, home changes, or moving, you know what I mean? Like moving your home. You're losing friends, you're losing family or connection to them. But, be not, stuck in it and worried about it. It's all here for a good reason. And if you just leave it up to the universe and give your worry up to the universe and say, help me, show me the way, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go? What are my next steps? So that was the soul whisper, and the grounded action is activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along with energy. Oh my gosh, did I read that wrong? Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle, oh my gosh, my throat, sorry. Our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths traveled by the creator beings as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many people believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some people believe that by connecting with the land, with the devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend to the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers of or nature spirits of the land? As you connect with earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. There's an activation here. This is the action. Place the card or portal on your heart and whisper the following. So just see this card at your heart. It's so beautiful. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. Wow, what beautiful cards from our star seeds. Collective. So We're talking about Earth. We're talking about connecting to Earth. We're talking about our connection to Source and our connection with the land. And what more better to confirm that with Inner Earth, with the portals, the portals around Earth, or just wherever you live, the ley lines, connecting with the energy so that Earth can hold you more. This is why we have to remember our ancient ways. We have to be able to live here as we go through ascension. And if we're not able to live here, if we're not able to hold the light in our body and keep our body here on Earth and connect with Earth, it's gonna be hard. So with the talk of ascension, let's pull one card. And if more cards come, it's okay. So, what does the collective need this summer season? What do they need? What do they need to connect to? What do they need to remember? What is necessary for their ascension during this summer season? Okay. For the collective. Fire. The fire. The fire element. Okay. Fire transmutes the old and takes the new to a higher frequency. Archangel Gabriel supervises Thor, the elemental master of fire, and his salamanders. Your guidance. If you remember Frozen 2, there was a salamander that was the fire element. Okay. Your guidance is to ask them to transform the energy of conflict, then spread peace, warmth, and nourishment to people everywhere. You can ask fire to help you eat the right food so that you can have perfect fuel for your ascension journey. It will also ignite your aura and keep your chakras fifth dimensional and glowing so that you attract many others to you and lead with inspiration. So, the affirmation here is, I invoke fire to light my way to the new golden age. Okay, so I have to tell you, this is a Zoom filter and I'm just trying it out. I think it's cool, but it's also like, I don't know what's going on with my skin color. Sad to tell you that. I just want to pull one more. The amethyst skull. During the golden era of Atlantis, each of the high priest and priestesses of the 12 tribes fashioned a crystal skull that was an advanced computer and programmed it with the knowledge and the wisdom held by their tribe. All of the information was placed into the amethyst master skull, which is kept safely in the inner planes. Receiving this card suggests you look for the highest perspective in a situation that presents itself to you. Explore details when you have all the facts. Take decisions with wisdom and integrity. I explore all of the information before I take a decision. This one is very important because just like the other cards that I pulled about, change, there's a lot going on, and you don't want to be hasty. You don't want to be, what's the word? Impatient, or fickle when you're making your decisions. You really need to be all knowing, like 100%, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is the decision that I'm making. The reason why I say that is because I used to be that way. I used to just get whatever for whatever reason, do whatever for whatever reason. It wasn't ever like the thing that I really, really wanted. I settled a lot. And those things, like, they broke, they didn't last, they didn't make me happy. They were just like, oh, well, I got it because whatever, or I did this because the other thing was, this. So we're on the path of like living our best life. We're living and creating new earth. We shouldn't do things, like half-assed, like go full force, whatever you're doing. Get what it is that you want 100%. It's all about you and your joy. And this summer season better, be that time of waking up to the fact that you have all this life in you and around you, and you're going to live your best life. Enjoy it. You're going to be in joy and be an example of joy. And that example of joy is fueling new earth. So any ancestors want to say something, or an element, anything for the collective, anyone for the collective. I have the sage, be devoted and committed. What did I just say? Like, really know what you want and just do it. Don't be all, like, Really, really be fine-tuning into yourself and what brings you joy. Okay. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes, as a wandering yogi is on this card. He's taking notes. He's writing on a leaf. He's so beautiful. Because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insight to those within whom you come in contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and of all your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Yeah. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. So I just think that that's beautiful. I mean, you know, it just all works together. I always get amazed when I pull these cards, and they all flow so nicely. They all tell a beautiful story, and they all make sense. They all provide a wonderful message to you. So whatever you heard that really touched your heart, and really sparked something in you, that was for you. And if you didn't really pay attention, if you didn't get it, then, just rewind and listen again. This is a great time of change and illumination. You are being held in light. You are igniting so much within yourself, and so much is changing, and it is so beautiful. But, let's look at it this way. I won't talk about the human baby. I'll talk about a baby chicken. We all know what an egg is when you crack it open and like you scramble some eggs. You know what's inside an egg, okay? It's not pretty, and then the egg has to like go through the whole growing process, being underneath the mother or whatever, whatever animal it is. Sometimes the men sit on top of the eggs and keep them warm, right? And the baby's growing inside. And in order for the baby to come out of that egg, it has to struggle a little bit. It hasn't even experienced life yet, but it has to struggle. It has to feel a sense of like, what the hell is going on? Like just confusion, pain. Maybe not pain, because they don't, like, their bones aren't like, fully connected. Their bones are so perfect that they can just, slide right out, push right out, and not be broken. Most of the time, nothing is broken. That's how they come. Even, animals that drop from their mother onto the hard floor, they're perfectly fine. They get up and they can walk. They're made to go through that, right? But there is a struggle before the life is born, not just for the mother, but for that animal. They're like, what the hell is going on? How do I get out of this egg? And they're just like, I'm in something and I gotta get out, right? It's a struggle. It's like a confusion, a beautiful confusion before they see the light. So that's what our ascension transformation is like. That's what our enlightenment is like. We have to go through these experiences that kind of feel like crap. And then when we understand everything and what it was for, and when we're in that beautiful space of like complete love for self and our situation and our life, and you know, when you have their gratitude and your value for everything, it's just, it's like you forget about the pain. You forget about the confusion, the suffering that you just went through. You forget about the people that hurt you. You forget about the people that left you, you know, and were fake friends or whatever. You forget about the job that hurt your feelings by firing you or whatever. You forget about that boyfriend or girlfriend that didn't work out. You're wishing them a great, you know, new life or new mate or whatever it is. You're wishing that they find the right person, right? It's a whole new like attitude once you get out of that dark space of transformation. Or we can look at a seed that's growing in the dirt, in the dark. You know, it's like pushing its little baby sprouts out. And just like, I know I'm not supposed to be in this dark. I know I'm supposed to, the only way I'm getting food is from this direction. So I'm going to keep following this direction, and then boom, it's in the light and it starts growing. It starts, you know, growing strong roots and growing a beautiful plant that keeps providing whatever the seed flower is. It's only temporary. Our little life changes are only temporary. And the reason why they suck so much, or why they hurt so much, is that it's not what we wanted. It's not what we expected. It's ruining our thought process of what, you know, it should have been. We weren't prepared for the change. We weren't ready for the change. We knew it was coming, but we're just not ready for it yet. We don't want to accept it. And that's when things get a little bit hard. When you don't understand, you know, that everything is divine. I'm going to stop here. It is summer solstice. There is more light coming. There is more light in you to come out. And I just pray that whatever you're going through, you know that it is all going to be okay. There is a bright rainbow at the end of this storm. Okay, so I love you. I love you, beautiful souls. It was so nice to be doing this. I pray that you know how beautiful, how important, how necessary, how needed you are. You are a blessing. You are a beautiful being of love and light. You are loved. You are loved. And I don't want you to forget that. I don't want you to forget that your life matters. We need you. The collective needs you. Mother Earth needs you. We love you. Until my next video, or however you follow me. I hope you follow me everywhere. And go to my business site and send me your email address and subscribe so you can get any newsletters that I have out. So I love you. I love you. Until next time.